Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I want to talk about the Sigma 1835 f1.8. That is the original one, and showcasing it here so you know that I'm recording myself on it for today's episode. And this is going to be a short video. Now, the 1740 1.8, the upcoming successor to this lens right here, it's coming out in a couple of days. It's $915 USD plus tax and shipping and whatever else, depending on where you get it from. But what that really means is that the original, this version right here, is now being sold for pennies on the dollar. I mean, I feel like you'd get more clicks on the thumbnail, so I'm just going to have you put it right there. But this is the successor to the Sigma 1835. The first lens I spent money on like 10 years ago in the Canon 70D.
It's not the 85.
This is, oh, that's the Sigma 85. All right,
Yeah.
so it's got a pretty similar design then.
Yeah, definitely. It's very close to the modern 24 to 70 and 28 to 45.
So this is it here. That's the Sigma booth. And this is me walking away from the Sigma booth, permanently taken.
Funny.
Yeah. Now, of course, I'm shooting on a Fujifilm camera. They did not release this for Fujifilm, which I think is actually really weird considering how long it's been. So I adapted the Canon EF model to my X-H2S using a Fringer adapter, which I've got a couple of these. I should probably do a video of them at some point in time. Now, I just picked this one up for 300 bucks, and I already owned the Fringer adapter. But if you want to pick one of those up, I think it's another 300, 350. You know, why are we guessing? Let me take a look real quick. Okay, so the Fringer adapter is $349 plus tax USD if you're gonna buy it brand new and it's not on sale. The thing is, that plus the price of this lens at $650 USD, so you're still making out about 250, 300 and change better. It is very windy, and this is a very unstable tripod, by the way. For the weight of the camera at least. And then you're also opening yourself up to the entire ecosystem of Canon EF and EFS glass. I've done so many product videos that I'm kind of getting sick of it. This channel is starting to become like QVC a little bit, although I understand like we all want to know if gear sucks or not. But here's my attempt at de-influencing you from buying the new thing and just pick up the old thing and save a ton of money if you don't already own it. Now, a lot of people, if you're like me, used to shoot with Canon back in the day. Maybe you eventually bought into a Fuji system. You can just pick up the adapter and you're good to go. When it comes to the autofocus performance, it's actually pretty decent on the latest generation, the X-H2S and the X-T5 cameras. And that's how I found pretty much all lens performance, especially third-party manufacturers, because as you may or may not know, if you do use a third-party lens on a Fujifilm camera, you lose that customization of autofocus speed and tracking and kind of like the fine tuning that sometimes you have to do with some of their native lenses that, okay. I don't have a wind muff under this, but yeah. Okay, this is also gonna be a test of the microphone if I can wear it under this t-shirt without the wind muff. Godox unit, review coming soon. Let's put it back under there. So you're kind of stuck with whatever the autofocus is when you slap it on. On the X-H2S and the X-T5, they're great. X-T3, I would imagine the photos are great and the video maybe not so much. I haven't tested it just yet, but ultimately I think you're fine. I've seen some of the early looks that other channels have posted up, and I would rather save the money and get the slightly heavier. That might be important to some people. The new one is about 30% lighter. I don't think it's all that heavy, but you know, but I do have to mention it since that is a selling point for the newer one, and some people seem to be really excited about it. Other than that, the autofocus performance is going to be the same, and it's not bad. It's not bad on this one. Normally I'd have like a recorder connected, but I just wanted to knock this out because we've had a crazy heat wave, and I'm going to try to shoot like 6 talking head portions of YouTube videos because stepping outside just immediately covered me in sweat. That really is it. I mean, this lens was designed to resolve for sensors around 25, 30 megapixels in the past, and it still does a pretty good job. X-T5 is 40 megapixels. The sample images I took, I haven't actually taken out to shoot photos since I do mostly videos, man. You know, enjoy the videos. But the images did look pretty good. I'll overlay a couple that I'm snapping around here. And as far as video performance goes, I mean, this video is the test of that right here. And like I said, Real Ace Film Sim. I think it's decent. I think the autofocus tracking is pretty good. Ooh, what's the macro? You can actually get really close on this thing. And yeah, so save yourself some money. Buy a used one before people realize that, you know, it's essentially like the same performance, the same optical quality. And that's pretty much it for today's video. So let me know if you guys are going to spend the extra coin on the new one. Let me know why you are, if you are going to do that. And until then, catch you at the next one. See ya.